This book has been key in helping me to understand how democracy itself has been reshaped since the 70s. It's called Trilateralism, and it elaborates on how the Trilateral Commission, which is a private forum in 1973 founded by David Rockefeller, brought about influential figures from North America, Western Europe, and Japan, with the main aim of producing an intellectual output called the 1975 report, The Crisis of Democracy. This was co-authored by political scientist Samuel P. Huntington. This report argued that Western democracies in the 1960s were too democratic, had an excess of democracy, and that in itself was creating a crisis. They pointed to social movements, labor strikes, student protests, consistent unrest, and demands for racial and gender equality and sexual equality. They noted those as evidence that citizens were making too many demands on the state, and that was leading to governmental overload and economic stagnation as a result. So their proposed solution was moderation through a technocratic government in order to insulate economic policy from popular pressure and popular ideas, which fed into the neoliberal turn of Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan that privileged market logic and elite expertise over democratic will and over lived experience. So as author Stephen Gill argues in his work on global elites, trilateralism marked a shift towards a more disciplinary neoliberalism, as he put it, where international institutions are constructed as is consensus among capitalist states about how to manage the global economy and how to discipline democratic governments so they can pursue policies that do not threaten capital mobility and profit rates. So when you see policies that prioritize central bank independence, free trade agreements, overriding local laws, austerity measures that limit social services, and all of this being presented as rational and better for society, you can just remember that legacy of elite consciousness, in order for the capitalism to thrive, democracy needs to be managed.